Welcome back to the channel. Today I thought we'd have a quick look at some pallet wood projects that I've done over the years. Is by no means all of them. It's just a few that I've happened to take a picture of. I'll do a little voiceover over each one of them, and if I've got a video of making them, I'll link the video at the beginning of each picture. Some of them are easy, some of them are a bit difficult, some of them look good, some of them don't. So I hope this helps you, gives you some ideas. So the first one is a pallet wood bar. I actually built two of these. I built the other one at a friend's house, the first one, for my wife's hen party, and I had some pallets left over. So I made this. The frame's made up of 5 pallets. It's got some scaffolding boards as a bar counter, and then it's got some fence panels surrounding it. So the brown boards are fence panels. You can see the fence behind it. So there's boards like that, and then from the off-cut pieces of pallet wood that I had left, I just wrote bar in it. I'll add a picture of the first bar counter I did. But after I'd done that, like I say, I had some left over. I felt confident, so I thought I'll do one for my own house. But we didn't really use it. I had it for maybe 3 or 4 years, and then I just decided to get rid of it. But it's quite an easy project. I was lucky enough to have a patio that was flagged like that, so it was quite even. So it didn't really need that much leveling. But yeah, it's a nice and easy project. And here's just a picture of the first one I did. So the next one here is a bin house, and it is exactly as it says it on the tin, a little house to keep your bins in. This is in Finland, where I'm originally from, where I built this one. I used a few pallets, a few 2x2s, I think they are, and then just built this. So the bin collectors, or the rubbish men, or the garbage collectors park on the road, come in, get the bin, empty it in the truck, and then put the bin back in the house. But this bin house just stops loads of snow piling up on the lid, and just it looks quite a lot nicer than just having the bin stand in the bushes. So it was a more trickier project, but it looks nice. So this next project is this is actually a washing basket for dirty clothes, and it's made of fabric, and it used to just it's had some rods inside to keep it upright, and they just kept popping out over and over again. I thought there must be a better way. It just kept annoying me. So I just built this little frame out of some pallets wood around it. I made a video actually that you can go check. I'll try and link it on here. I'll try to link any videos that I've got of any pallet projects at the actual project. But yeah, this was just a quick and easy frame for a washing basket. Yeah. So this next one is actually a shoe cupboard, and you can see some chipboard. That chipboard came on top of a pallet, so it's not a pallet wood as such, but it came with a pallet. The doors pallet wood, the shelves are pallet wood. It's just the box, the frame itself, that's chipboard. But used to have our shoes in a cupboard under the stairs, but everybody just kept throwing their shoes in there. Could never find a pair of shoes, so I thought there must be a better way. And then we got a dog who started stealing shoes, so I thought I'll just build one, and that'll solve it. And it looks nice. It took me a bit longer to build this one. I made a video. It's a bit trickier, but it's not really finished yet, but it'll be finished one day, maybe. So these are just like old Western style tombstones. Just got some pallet wood boards that broke when I broke the pallet, and I just put them together to make them look older or more vintage Western style tombstones. They're just Halloween decorations that I put out in the front garden. Did a few different ones, and it looked good, and it took no time at all to do them. This one is one of our jars in the kitchen. It had a plastic. It was made of plastic, really, except the jaw front were wood. But other than that, it was plastic, and it's about 17 years old, I think. And the plastic just became brittle, and it just broke. It just broke in your hand. So I decided to build a new jar. And I had some longer boards from a bigger pallet that I had saved up, I thought, oh, these will be nice. So I used them to make a drawer, took the old drawer front off, put it on there to match all the others, and it works perfectly, and it's nice and solid and sturdier than the plastic one ever was, and you could never tell when you walk in the kitchen that it's pallet wood. So this one, if you remember from the first picture of the bar, that's where the bar used to be, the bar counter. It's got an inflatable hot tub now, and it used to just sit on top of the flags on the patio, and you could feel them underneath. So just built this this frame, this little area, to just level it all out, keep it nice and steady, and you can't feel the cold rocks underneath you now. We haven't used the hot tub that much, and this was really just temporary. Not sure how much we're going to use it with the gas prices being and the electric prices being what they are in the UK now. But, you know, when we do, it's nice and level and it's very sturdy and it looks a lot better. So this, my wife needed like a fake fire pit at work, and then they wanted to reuse it as something else. So I built this, and it's going to be reused as a flower planter, and it's just a box. I burnt the wood with a little flamethrower type of thingy, because that prevents rot from getting into it, and the bottom comes off, so you can easily clean it if needs be. And it's just a simple little planter fire pit. This one is a TV stand. Now we used to have a TV stand, but it was a black glass TV stand. I didn't really like it. You could see all the fingerprints from the kids. You could see all the dust. You could spend all your life trying to keep it clean, and you never could get on top of it. And I thought, you know what, I can build a better one. Oh, and if you look at the TV, we borrowed that TV. It was a smart TV, and it didn't really fit the glass one. It was just teetering. It was barely fitting. So I thought, I'll build a bigger one, a sturdier one. So I built this from pallets, and it's just pallet wood. I took the measurements of the old glass one for size wise, and then I just made it, I think I made it 15 centimeters bigger, both sides, so 30 centimeters in total bigger. And I plan to put some lights in it and make it look fancy, but that's another project for another day. This is just a couple of pallets on top of each other, and then I've just nailed some off-cut pallet wood on it to make a level surface. Put some 2x4s for legs, and I just made a little table, and I used the gaps in the pallets to store wood for my fire pit. And that's all it was. Just an easy, simple table. Didn't really need to cut that much. Used old offcuts, and it became a nice table for garden. And this is another project I made at the same time as the table that you can see there. It's a little bench, and I took the bottom part, the bottom runner, the end runner, whatever you want to call it, of the pallet out, and then wedged the pieces of wood into the gap of another pallet, and then put that pallet on top of another pallet. And I think it was 3 pallets at the end, 3 pallets on top of each other, and one leaning against the wall as the back. And that just made a nice bench. I don't have this bench anymore. I don't have the table anymore. I got rid of the bench, the table, and the bar counter all at the same time. Now, this one is just a little shelf with a light on top, and it used to house our router. The router's in a different place now. We got with different provider, so it's completely different place, but the shelf's still there. It's got some scented candle in it, but that's just one scaffolding board. No, it's not a scaffolding board at all. It's a pallet wood board, sorry. And it just made a nice little shelf. I just cut a couple of notches and then put a nice corner shelf into it. I might make a new one just to show you how it's done. Quick and easy, minimal tools, very nice. And then I just painted it black to look even nicer than very nice. This, again, I think it's just 1 or 2 pallet boards, and I've made a little a key cabinet for them, and we still use this like we use the corner shelf. Still use it today. It's probably about 5 or 6 years old. It still looks nice. You put some old hooks in it, and it's brilliant, easy to make. Now this one was in our ensuite toilet.
a toothbrush holder, a toiletry holder, just a little shelf. I think I was bored one day, so I decided to make this. I don't really know what I was thinking. It wasn't really that nice. It wasn't the best place to put it in the toilet with all the moisture. I think I only had it a couple of months, then I got rid of it. It's not a good idea to put pallet unless you treat it. Don't put it in a wet area. Last but not least is when I got married with a wife, we did some orders of service for the church. We needed a big stapler to staple them all together. We didn't have one, we just had a small one. So I made this from a couple of pallet wood boards and a scaffolding board. And a stapler. Took the stapler apart and just rebuilt it into this, and it worked perfectly fine. And the order of service were bob on, but it was only one time use, so I haven't got that one anymore.
So yeah, like I say, that's just a few of the projects that I've done over the years. I haven't treated them with anything. Most of them are still in pallet wood form. I treated the one in the corner shelf, treated that with black paint. I've still got that one. Still got the key cupboard. Still got the shoe cupboard. Still got the pallet, the pool base, and the TV stand. They're all going strong. So I hope this video gave you some ideas for future projects. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll catch you next time.